Oh my god, good morning, everybody. First of all, Brian, 50 watch streak. Let's go, my dude. As some people on the internet would say, you absolute legend. Give me 1 second. I apologize. I'm looking for something specific. As per usual, I'm a bit of a mess right now. We all know this. We know how Will works. This shambling mess of a human being that is I. Right, there we go. Alright, so that other first of all, you can have 2 first of alls, no further questions. Congratulations, Lunity, Artificer, and Brian for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, respectively. Hello, Lunity. Hello, Artificer. With every wave known to man. Hello, Brian. Hello, Dorn. How's everybody doing today? I don't know what I'm doing. Gestures at title of stream. I have no idea what I'm doing. I am a genuine mental mess right now. I don't really remember the last 2 hours, 3 hours at this point. I'm just kind of existing to some degree. Oh, no, don't close that tab. Thank you. No, we are not working on Lunity's Gremlin. We could potentially later. I don't know. Right now I have cracked open a program that I'm very unfamiliar with. I'm gonna see if I can do anything with it. The original name of this stream was going to be Let's Learn A-Sprite Together. And then I realized I don't know if I'm going to be doing A-Sprite the entire time, so that would be a silly title to name it. Because as I said, I don't really know what I'm doing. So that's the life that we're living right now. So be prepared for a very scatterbrained stream. Actually, I should probably just write that down here. This stream will be scatterbrained. This is a public service announcement. Perfect. Now, anybody who comes in here and is like, why are you doing that? I will just go, please refer to the bottom left of the screen. Or I'll just kind of go. Well, in this case, I guess it's more. Get a little bit closer to the edge. And I'm thinking. I'm also eating snacks. I'm, as I said, a bit of a mess right now. You need that don't make me tap the sign meme. It's true. A good Simpsons reference. Hello, Lunity. See, you can make references. And that's a Simpsons reference. Don't make me tap the sign. Oh boy. Why did I decide to do this? Why did I think this was a good idea? Okay, so that's how you make a new frame, which is good. Now, how to make a new layer. Perfect. But can you see? Do it for her. Artificer, you can't say that. You can't just drop that on me like that. Such a wonder. Probably one of the better Simpsons episodes. And hello, Minerva. How are you? I hope that you're enjoying your holidays. Well, Luna D, I made a... Hold on, let me start by me actually saving this. And I should probably also grab this so that I don't lose it. That goes in here. That goes there, there, there. And this is called, there. Let me just really quickly open. And hey, Cobalt. Oh, I didn't do the stretch and the hydrate. My bad. I made this at one point. I made a little pixel art version of myself. So, I guess that's an adventure. But hold on, let me do that hydrate and that stretch. My bad, Cobalt. Yeah, there you go. That's what happens when you... Woo! That's what happens when you turn it into a GIF. He just spins. I did it specifically to test if I could actually make a multi-directional character. And then put it into Godot and actually like move it around. And it was working. The only thing is that I didn't animate an actual walk cycle because I didn't really know how to do that yet. So that is that's something else entirely. So for now, also apologize for the apologize. Are you fucking sorry? Many apologies for the chewing noises. I just need to snack on something. I don't know why. I don't even know if I'm gonna get anything really done today. And I'm like kind of okay with that. I hate that you don't cycle. Fine, we'll go back to the start. Because what I want to do... I feel like the thing is still a little bit too large. I could still make it work, but we're probably just going to change the canvas size by just a little bit more. Yeah, but like 150 I'm sure is fine. Yeah. Heck it. We'll make it work. We'll figure out something somehow, some way. The problem is that I'm not the best when it comes to dynamic poses. So, no. I definitely need to shrink it down a little bit. I feel like 100 is a little bit too small, so let's go with like 120. How big are the pixels in that regard? That should be a little bit better. I just don't know the full process yet, you know? Because I have, you can't see it, but I have some layers down here. And I'm kind of sitting here like, okay, well, for this one, and then we tap to the next one, like, how much detail do I need to start with? Do I need to just kind of start with a layer that's like, you know, kind of get the shapes down? Etc. I mean, this is a terrible drawing, but Like, should I be doing it that way? And then, well, actually, let's get that up again. And then on a different layer, it's like, okay, well, no, that's actually should be... That is not what I wanted to do. This should actually be blue, and we'll get the blue wrapped around, etc. And then we'll fill that in somehow with, I think there's a bucket. Yeah, paint bucket. You get what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if you're supposed to do it that way, or if there's a different way. I don't know the method, so we're kind of just learning on the fly right now. Which, for better or worse, it's a secret, Brian. And by a secret, I mean you'll potentially see soon, maybe. I still feel like we're not small enough. Ah, heck it. We take the plunge, 100 by 100. Yeah, that should be okay. Okay, sorry, I'm just also trying to get my general movements going. Like, okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. And once again, my T is missing. How do I keep losing my T? I know where it is. Give me 1 second, chat. I apologize for this. It's... Today is a day. That's what we're gonna say. Today is a day, much like every day. A day is a day is a day. You go there. You go there. You go there. Yeah. All right. I'm trying really hard to figure out mentally how I want to approach this to start with. Look, if anybody wants to know what I'm trying to draw right now, or animate, go to Discord, go to any chat, go to GIFs, and type anime dab. It will be a white background with an orange-haired girl in blue shoes, pixel art. I want to replicate that, but as Will. That's the general idea at the moment. Which is a mistake, because I know that I can't do that. But we're gonna try. I should probably just start with the second pose, since it's far more dramatic, because it's arm, arm, head, torso, leg, foot, etc. I just saw a tweet claiming Bram Stoker and Teddy Roosevelt were friends. I am unfortunately not sure who one of those people is. Artificer, let me do a quick Google. Who do we got here? He's an Irish author who is best known... Oh! The author of Dracula. Fascinating. And now to quickly re-Google just to make sure. Yeah. Okay, so just so I'm clear, wasn't it known or stated that Teddy Roosevelt actually had kind of like a high-pitched voice for the most part, even though he was like considered kind of like a man's man. Or I can't remember if it's Teddy Roosevelt that kind of is one of the reasons that, like, hey, Akka Fox, how are you? How to say it? He became kind of like the poster boy for, like, the rugged outdoor man in, like, that time era. And thank you, Cobalt. Yes, Teddy Roosevelt was a U.S. president. I'm gonna send you to the timeout corner. In space! When you're out here thinking you're gonna get put in jail and going, tee-hee, I'm going to jail, and I'm just like, oh no. Oh no, jail is too good for you. You're going to space, boy. Whew. Excuse me. Alright. We're going to give this a try. We're going to do this shenanigans, are we? All right. Because I don't think I actually have my palette in there yet, so I'll probably have to import it somehow. Hey, Spencer, how's it going? Oh, wait, that means I have to open up Clip Studio. We're going to have that fun little rigmarole where I need to go to Clip Studio to grab the codes for the colors to go back into Asprite, or Asprite rather. And have my colors ready. Also, how much did the doggo drool, Spencer? You have to, by law, tell us. I believe it was you that posted that. Is that how I have to do this? That I accidentally have to just keep... Oh, not that. Stop it. Okay, that adds a new one. Got it. Which means I can also change the background color to the darker blue, which is that. At least I think I'm understanding this correctly. No, just keep it on that one. Can't I just save that to this? Add background to palette. Can't I just save it to this one? I don't know how that works. I'm just gonna leave it. Because again, I have no idea how this program works, so it's gonna be a lot of random learning. Like me just being like, wait, how does this work? Wait, did I accidentally delete that color? Is that color just gone? Why is that color just gone? Why? I didn't do that. Didn't want to do that, at least. Wait, I have all these colors already, don't I? Hold on. Open recent. There's the orange, there's the gray. Yeah. Presets. No, that's not what I want. I want to save the palette as WillSleepsNot palette 1L. What's this going to be used for? For an animated emote. Then load WillSleepsNot palette. Okay, there you go. That should hopefully be what we're looking for to some degree. Where's the skin, though? 'Cause that's his hair, shirt. Did we just never grab a skin color? Oh, I guess we didn't. All right, let me try that again. Save the palette. There's the WillSleepsNot palette. Then we go here. And then we load the palette. There we go. Damn, thought it was for RPG Maker. Nah, I ain't that cool. I mean, technically, I'm using it for a thing I want to make in... Well, this thing I'm not making for a thing I want to make in Godot. There's a different thing I want to make in Godot. A different thing that I want to make in Godot, and that was what this little fella was for. A practice run, if you will. Don't have to save. But let's grab that orange to start with then. Technically the back orange is going to be darker than the light orange, but we'll deal with that later. Right now we're going for broad shapes. Let's actually zoom in a little bit. And you, I'd like you to be zoomed in a proper place. Technically this part would only go till here. This would be all filled in. Freehand trace algorithms, should be okay, all things considered. The dark pants, which will be about like so, methinks. Actually, technically this should be even darker, but yeah, I should actually make it just a little bit darker just so that it's actually that. There, and then we go back to this one. I don't know what I'm looking at. That's not important, Lunity. Literally not important. Fuck. I am nowhere near the point where you can see stuff. And I apologize if I'm a little bit more like Meh. Where is the pencil button? Oh, I got it back. I think I'm doing that correctly. Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Should actually be there. Eraser tool. Poop. Nope. Is it B for brush? Yes, it is. 3, 4. 4. Hey Juju, how are you? I hope that you're doing well. I'm going to erase this for now because it's confusing. I'm okay. Okay is good. We like okay. How was your Christmas? Christmas was alright. How was yours? Theoretically, oh, it's a little bit further ahead. So, that means the actual... So... I'm at my boyfriend's since the 22nd, celebrating Christmas with his family. Nice, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that you're having a good time as well. Right. That should all be... No. Okay, I'm starting to figure out the control system at least. What are you doing, by the way? I don't know. I don't know. At this point, I'm more thinking maybe this was a mistake and I should have just not done this. I think that's the right thought right now. I feel like you should give a little bit more. Like so. I feel like I should just actually do that now. Oop, but let's not. A little bit darker, perhaps? there. And then for this one, a little bit darker. For that, a little bit darker. For that, a little bit darker. Myself, I'm going to sleep now because low iron headache is killing me. I'm sorry to hear that, Juju. Please have yourself a good sleeps. That sounds like a terrible time. For now, we're just going to accept that this is where we cut that off. It should actually be further, shouldn't it? Because it's supposed to dip back. I'll also just blech. Go back to my own design. Be like, okay, how would this work physically? Hey Lang, thank you for the lurk. Much appreciated. Okay, so if I'm registering this correctly, the hand is just above, so it's about right here. The arm actually continues till about there. If I'm doing this even slightly correctly. No, not quite. Oh wait, it should technically be this color blue, I believe. Which will be about right here-ish. I think maybe it needs to go a little bit higher. Will, what should I do for dinner? Cannibalism. The other red meat. It's your only option. There's nothing else you can do.
Welcome.
Completely unrelated. Mind if I come over? I'm busy. And Itadori, thank you so much for the follow. Very much appreciated. Human, the long pig. Since the hoodie is draping. Oh, that's incorrect button there. Wait, that's skin. This is the one I'm actually looking for. Lunady, your chat has destroyed you forever. There is no way to recover from what they've done to you. Will, you're probably putting too much detail in the first go. Yep, probably. But if that's the case, then so be it. Won't even be able to see his head. I seem to be missing the longing. Hello, Avatar. I hope you regain your longing soon. Let's see, the head's actually like relatively large. Oh, actually, wait, yeah, hair could be going there instead. Goes to about there. Longing for twitch.tv.kong. Is that the how to say it, the Unga Bunga version? Wait, this would actually be pulled this way. It would not be there, it would be over here. It's a little bit too far. It needs to go about there. Because the orange sleeve, in this case it would be, no, not the eraser tool. Could have just filled it in, but didn't. And then we need to grab that one again. Still about there. Back of the calf, so this thing should go till about there-ish. Yeah, Lunity, that's what I said I was going to draw. It's like you don't even listen to me. Problem is it doesn't look right. This needs to be a lot more. That's what's happening. Got it. This needs to be more forward. And this needs to be less here. No. Okay, the pose is actually starting to kind of come together a little bit, which I'm shocked about. The only problem is the angle's not quite right, and I'm trying to figure out why it's not. Like, it's not bad, but it's not quite there. The hoodie needs to be lower. That's one thing. I think it needs to be more this kind of an angle. Like so. And you mean what, Lunady? You mean what? This is actually really going to suck because I think I have to grab a portion of the top here and actually lower it. And it's like, that means I have to... Oh, this is not what I thought that was going to be. God, when you can't select things worth a dang, my God. think that's where it actually needs to be. It's just it needed to be lower. Even then, no. Ah, God. Should have just put the outline first and then done colors afterwards. Man, is it so easy to just put the things in the wrong spot. Is there a rotate? Yeah, I think that's a better spot. Which means that all the hair needs to come down now too, but we allow that. No. Yeah, that already looks a little bit better. That does mean you need to extend a little bit further. You need to extend a little bit further. Yeah, that's looking a lot better, actually. Here you go. There's our first potential dab pose. I don't think it's flawless. There's things that could definitely be worked on. Like, I don't know if I like the leg angle here. I think for one, this could probably get moved 2 over. Which means this can move 2 over. Which means we can do it like this. Yeah, that's a little bit more of a dramatic pose. So we'll even do that. So that it looks like he's resting a little bit harder on his toe rather than on his there. Problem is it looks like his head is looking this way when you want it to look straight, like look this way. But we should be able to fix that with just some light color differences, hopefully. Should actually do the shading on the second layer so that we don't just goof it all. Actually, let's start by making it a little bit lighter at the front. Yeah. So we'll make this part lighter. Right. Different layer. Is there any way to make you use the opposite layer? No. This is a you just deal with it situation. Got it. And so we will. I'm sure most pixel artists would just be like, dude, just deal with it. Just put it on the one layer, and I'm going to be like, nah, don't think so. That sounds scary. I support the Will with a giant slice of pizza in his mouth emote. That's not what this is, Cobalt, but I like the thought process. Consider it noted for future references and future ideas. Yeah, we are gonna have to go to the first layer and actually just put that in, because otherwise that's just gonna cause problems. Also, that should probably not be there, which means that should probably not be there. Oh, what if that's the issue? If I make the hair look like it's actually rushing in that direction. There we go. That actually already fixes a lot of the issue. Where now it actually looks like his hair is blowing. Get dabbed on, chat. Since that's down there, that also needs to be darkened. Ah, heck. We're just blending them together at this point. It's just the way the things are just gonna go. Can I merge one layer with another? I feel like there is a way to do so. Update. Order Chinese food. You know what? Close enough. We'll allow it. Hold on, I just need to Google. Sprite merge layers. Is there a word? Merge? To merge two layers without something. How am I supposed to merge down more than two layers? You select multiple layers and click flatten. Flatten. Perfect. Now we need to actually name this Will Dab. Seeing as Sir William wouldn't let me cannibalize him even though he suggested it. Look! Just because I suggest something doesn't mean it's an invitation. Just because I recommend that you have a cup of tea and you come to my place where there is, in fact, tea. And I boil the kettle. And I fill the teapot with tea. At the end of the day, I can at any point be like, I don't think I want to give that tea anymore. I don't think I'm down with that anymore, sorry. It's still not perfect, but it's definitely a lot closer than what it was. I'm sorry, I also realized that I have a preview window that you guys can't see because I have it off to the side so that you don't have to be dealing with like a half image every now and then. That's no good. That's no joy to anybody. Well, maybe. Hold on. Also, ads are happening soon. Your muscles are good for stewing muscles. What are you talking about? I ain't got no muscles. I'm like anti-muscle. Hold on. Sorry, chat, for the random little shift here. I want to get it at a nice point where you guys can see stuff, but you don't have to see all the stuff. I feel like this might be the best way to have it for you guys. That way you guys can see what I'm doing. I can still do that. You know, can get in real close and you still have that little image on the side that's just like, oh, that's what he's working on. I wish that there was a fit to screen. Is that what that is? Kinda. No, thank you for that shenanigans. Will has all the muscles. Why do you lie to my chat? All right, ads are popping up, so we're gonna take a tiny little break. If you guys can, they're able to. If you get up and stretch, grab yourself something, grab yourself something. Make sure you guys okay. BRB. Sir, please. I was just trying to do a thing and run the ads, but hello everybody. I hope that everybody's doing well. Could you thank you for the raid? Hold on, let me make sure I'm getting everybody. Hello, Shub Hide Dill Pickle. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Hello, Kuma. Hello, Kaju. Hello, Moon. Hello, Brian. And hey, Louds, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. How was the rest of art, Kaju? I hope that you were doing well. I hope that it was going well. I think you were doing practice, right? That was the big thing. You were like, yeah, we're gonna trace. Well, sorry, trace is the opposite word I'm trying to use. Thank you, brain. I guess I'm here too. Hello, Vitrify. You're trying to replicate a piece of art to get the practices in. I'm hoping that that's roughly what you were attempting to do. But look, Kaju, just because I feel bad that I was in the middle of a thingy, in the middle of ads, when you were here. Kaju's art makes me mad. True. Hold on, give me 1 second where I'm doing an apology to Kaju, but I need to set it up first. Show visible, no. Okay. Yes. We put that there. Expand. We move that down here. I'm so glad that OBS has a button that you can just be like, all right, well, don't show it yet. And it's like, oh, thank you. Thank you for giving this to us. All right, there we go. Just for you, Kaju. Which Kit Kat am I eating next? Besides the matcha. The matcha's already been eaten. This one? The milk tea? Done. Let me just look and see what it actually is. It looks like that. It looks like plaid. Just played my first gig. It was awesome. Very nice, Louds. Congratulations. Alright, let me find this one real quick. In the box. Oh, well that was easy. I found it. Well, I'm waving at you. Well, Moon. First of all, wave. In case you're wondering where the rest of my hand is, I'm wearing an art glove. But doing it like this, it looks like I'm missing a portion of my hand. I lost it in the war. Our last stand against the brain rot. We lost. Now my hand is referred to by the young as a gooner hand. I don't know what it means, but I'm upset regardless. Probably should wear an art glove more because I'm left-handed. Me too, Brian. But also an art glove is really good to use because it's a smooth because it helps smooth the surface, or you slide over the surface more, especially with digital art. Yes. All right, let's see. I don't actually know what milk tea is, so this will be an adventure in and of itself. Lunity, you're just mad that I'm so funny. That's what I'm getting out of this. I'm hearing you know what I'm hearing right now? I'm hearing a lot of and just a little bit of and I'm just sitting here like,
why do men like us do anything? Because we can.
So it's a white chocolate? Ooh, it actually smells kind of nice. Ooh, okay. Well, let's give it a try. Bye, Lunity. Or should I say...
Cola. Pepsi Cola?
It tastes a little bit like white chocolate with like a tea bitterness to it. Milk tea is usually black tea with milk. Ah. Well, it's a pretty good Kit Kat. It's done. I've consumed it. That was a pretty good one, actually. Yeah. Boop. Welcome, everybody. I'm trying to make a new animated GIF for the channel. It's going to take a long time, but you know, we're making progress. Love that tea bitterness. Oh, moon. Hold on. Actually, give me 1 second. Sorry, had to go get the bag. Any tea lovers out there? My mother was kind enough to let me have one of these. Can you please focus? Thank you. So it's cookies and cream black tea. So it's exactly what Moon was just saying, like the tea bitterness. It's basically has like, if you took like a cookies and cream piece of chocolate and like let it fall into a cup of black tea and just let it melt and stir it. That's kind of what this tastes like. So it's like a very mild cookies and cream flavor in the background of like bitter, like black tea, like an Earl Grey. It's actually was very nice. I enjoyed the heck out of it. And Dilpika, thank you so much for the follow. That's very appreciated. There's a screenshot. All right, just in case. Okay, well, there's a lot of things because a lovely individual just followed. But once they're all gone, you can take another screenshot just in case. No, it doesn't. Maybe it's just because I'm Irish. But no, I'm not sure what you were referring to, Louds. There you go. All right. I'm just going to put the bag on the desk. I'll deal with it later. Cut to like 3 weeks from now where I'm all of a sudden like, what's this bag doing here? When did this happen? Only tea I use is tea. The only tea I use is tea. We don't have other teas in Irish. We just got tea. Well, you should try other teas, clearly. You're missing out on a bunch of lovely flavors. Looks like I gotta get back into diving into my peppermint teas again. Speaking of which, so I was growing peppermint in my garden during the during the summer. And because anxiety brain is really dumb, it was constantly like, you need to, like, you know, like me, the rational side, was like, hey, don't forget you need to go and harvest your peppermint. And then the anxiety brain is just like, yeah, but what if it's too early? And that kept happening up until there was snow in the actual like peppermint garden bowl. So it's just like, okay, well, I'm probably too late. So I tried to harvest a little bit of it. It's only about a handful, but it's drying at the moment in my cupboard. And I'm like, I might actually be able to make myself like a cup of peppermint tea of just the leaves that I made. So next year I'm going to be way more on top of it, because apparently it's pretty easy to harvest peppermint, and peppermint is very it grows like a weed. Like, it's very fast in terms of growing. So it's like, oh, I should have been like harvesting this probably like once every like 3 to 4 weeks. And just like been just slowly, you know, like during that 3 to 4 weeks, let the others dry, put it into a container, keep doing that kind of idea. And and just by the end, just have like a nice container of peppermint leaves. And it's just like, dang it. Stupid anxiety brain making me all not functional. Peppermint tea actually sounds fire. Yeah, it's basically a herbal tea that has like a pepperminty kick to it. It's actually very nice. Would recommend if can get access to it. Peppermint tea is my favorite. Well, there you go, Luna D. I will save the leaves until you come visit. Easy. Because that's only a couple months away. Easy peasy. Just keep them. Oh, I'll have to put them in a container soon, but... And I'll only have enough for probably, like, a single tea bag, because, again, I was really slow to the draw on that, but... Oh, well. Can just make a small pot of it, and then we can just both have a cup of it and see if it's any good. And then we both learn that it's bad because it was too late and it was like old leaves, and it's like, dang it. I can't believe this has happened. Also, Kaju, if you need to go take care of yourself, please do so. That looks more steady. I feel like this actually needs to expand just a little bit further. So it's got to be like that, maybe? Yeah, that looks a little bit more whooshy. A little bit more whoosh. But yeah, I'm trying to build on my pixel art knowledge to make... Hold on. I had the GIF earlier, and I was going to... One second, I'm actually just going to use my one friend to get the link to the GIF that I need. There. I'm going to try to make a me version of that. To the best of my abilities. There we go. 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 Hold on. Sorry. Now I just need to make sure that my references are back up again. The hair is going to be something that I am not positive on yet, because I don't quite know how to do that. But I know that I'm going to need darker colors. Liar, thank you for the hydrate. I go ahead, throw your pillow. I turn them on just for you and everybody else who would want to use them, but you know. Mostly for Liar, obviously. Now I don't want to. Aww, but you did it anyway. Hold on. That was not the button I wanted to hit. Thank you, Stream Deck. You scared the fuck out of me.
She's the queen of the harpies.
No, I'm
queen of the
not.
harpies.
No, I'm
Here's your
not.
crown, your majesty.
Get away.
There we go. Exercises, just 2 of them. I didn't want to go too hard on anything today. Man, this is where my strengths do not lie. I am not very good at shading or quite knowing how to do shading. But gosh dang it, I'm gonna try. It's not terrible. What are you working on, by the way? Liar, I just posted a link in chat. If you can see it, it leads to a GIF. I want to make the Will Sleeps Not version of it, which is going to be so much work. Oh, this is going to take me hours to do. And I'm doing it on stream for some reason, because despite the fact that I really want to keep playing Project Zomboid, I also really want to work on this for some reason. Oh wait, some of the hair would actually be visible down here, wouldn't it? Oh wait now. There we go. Is that from River City? I think so? Maybe. I just use the GIF relatively often for certain people. Hold on, give me a second. All Syrinx, I don't even know how to respond to what you just wrote. So I'm not going to. That's my gift to myself this year, is just see the thing and go, nope. Oh wait, no, that doesn't work because that would imply that he has... Ooh. How do they do it? Oh, they just avoid that whole scenario by doing the shading on the other side. To do the implications. Doesn't quite work for me here. That'll work though, actually. That'll do it. Nice deep dab you're doing there, William, my boy. Well, thank you, Stitches, my boy, my lad. My absolute homie. My brother in arms. And friend in Christ. That's how we're gonna do it, methinks. Yeah, just make it a little bit sharper in terms of the brights. Absolad. That is the superhero that is just a regular everyday dude who has the superpower to just be helpful in the moment because he's just being an absolute lad. We love Absolad because that guy helps out everybody. And we like him for that. This is my attempt at improv. Thank you for coming to my improv session. Best superhero, yeah. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, what is his name? Moomin Rider? From One Punch. I think would be Absolad. Because he's just a guy with no powers. Who's just trying to help people. You know what I mean? Like, I think he falls under that category. He's literally just a guy on a bike. Just trying to do his best. And you know what? That's awesome. I don't know. This pose is actually kind of coming out a lot better than I thought it was going to, which... I don't know how to approach that because I'm not used to things working. The lightest. A little change in color. Although maybe that's just going to make it too busy. Just a guy on a bike and he's an A rank and everyone loves him. Exactly. Like Peter from Deadpool. Don't know the character off the cuff, Sirix. I'm sorry. And Saitama inspired him to be even better. I wonder if he'll break his limiter too. I want Moomin Rider to get powers. Even if it's literally just like, you know, like if this is Everyday Joe's and like here's like the superheroes. I want Moomin Rider to go, because let's be real. He's like at least here. I want him to go to here. That's where I want him to get to. I don't want him to get like crazy earth-shattering superpowers. I just want him to be slightly better. Just so that he can help slightly more. Electrifying his bike and doing a supercharge like the Lost Galaxy Power Rangers would fit. He just has like a big battery pack on either side of his bike, and he can throw the bike and has a little like remote control button that just causes the batteries to just charge the metal frame. And it would be called, like, Moominshock. I know that I'm saying his name wrong, too, which frustrates me, because I really like his character. But I know that he has that, right? Like, he has, like, what is it, like the, what is it? Like, the Moomin Toss and the, like, the Moomin Tackle. Again, I know I'm saying his name wrong, and I apologize. For a moment, I was like, yeah, I could just go look up his name really quick. That'll fix it. No, it won't. No, it won't. That won't do anything. Okay, we need to do one more of those back and forths here so that I can grab the dark colors of the pants. Right there. Then we go here. Go there. And then add that to the list. There. Sorry, I was wrong. He's number 1C, not A. Oh, no worries, Stitches. I couldn't quite remember either, so I'm just like, I'm not going to correct him, even if he is wrong. Why? What would be the reason? It's like half a good idea and half not a good idea. I think I'm gonna not use it for now. And I might consider it afterwards. Okay, I think that's gonna be our first pose. Because the very first pose, I'm looking at like, oh god. For context, I took the GIF and put it into one of those like GIF to PNG conversion thingies, so that I have just all the references. Termin Gaming, did you know that any movie can be a drive-in movie if you build up enough speed? My brain is too mush right now to fully understand Termin, and I'm sorry. But welcome. I hope that you're having a good day. You're going to animate this? Yeah, Stitches. Hold on. I'll send you the actual GIF. I'm sure I've sent this to you before. I'm gonna try to do that. I just sent it to you in DMs. So this is like the first dab pose. Okay, hold on. Well, it's the first part of the dabbing or of the dab pose, but hold on. I think this actually needs to be more like this. So we're gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best. I don't know if it'll actually turn out well, but I'm gonna try. So you're saying you don't know what you're doing? Of course! I never know what I'm doing, Termin. Most people are stumbling through life with either a false sense of confidence or no confidence. Or self-awareness. I think I'm sitting on this, like the mixture of no confidence and self-awareness. It's the first time making pixel art. No, during October, I taught myself pixel art by doing the Inktober challenge and instead making a piece of art, a piece of pixel art every day. I just threw myself into it, going, I'll either learn or die. That's sickening to think about. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I literally was like, because I'm not very good with detailed art. That's not something I'm strong at. But I'm realizing that pixel art has a detail to it. But it's, how to say it, you know, it's the difference between a really piece of complex art where you're like doing that light little, you know, like that testing out the thinness of the lines and trying to get that color in just right. Whereas with this, it's a little bit more like, all right, should the shading be done here or there? You know what looks better? And just for some reason that just sits better in my brain, but I very much appreciate the compliment nonetheless. Detail is something that I strive to capture my own art. See, Brian knows what's up. I almost did like a sheesh version of C. And also, Cobalt, thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. Very much appreciated. Honest question, where is pixel art used? Video games, general art itself. There's, if I understand correctly, and Brian, I have a suspicion that you'll be able to answer this better, that pixel art kind of comes from older video games back, you know, like the Super Nintendo and just the NES in general. Like there's that era where, like Final Fantasy 1 is a good example, like where you have like, you're displaying your character with like a dozen pixels. Old video games from the 8 and 16-bit. Thank you, bro. I know that it's supposed to be like, what is it? Is derivatives of, or divisions of 2? So it's like 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, etc. But for some reason, the numbers weren't just coming to mind. So yeah, just I think that pixel art originally came from the limitations of hardware and eventually became, as Lyra was saying, it kind of became its own medium. Like, Stardew Valley is a very, very good example of like pixel art. And actually just its counterpart, Fields of Mystria, uses a slightly higher, how do you say it, like pixel size canvas, at least from what I'm remembering. I'd have to put them side by side again just to make sure. But how to say it, it used to be a way to save memory, because if you can reduce things down into a small color palette and a small amount of pixels, you're putting less stress on your, or how to say it, on the, not stress, sorry, amount of memory required for your devices. Because don't forget, back in the day, like, there were games out there that were kilobytes in size. And then as stuff increased, how to say it, like our ability to contain or to produce things with larger memories when we started getting into like megabytes and then dozens of megabytes and then, you know, gigabytes. And now, you know, we're getting games that are like, what, like 100-something gigabytes, and you're just like, fucking what? Do we just not compress, like, do we just not compress our audio anymore? Do we not, how to say it, do we not optimize our 3D models anymore? Is that not what we're doing? We're just like, put the full thing in there. The PlayStation 5 can handle it. Are you talking about PPI? Maybe. I'm really bad with terminology, so give me 1 second. I think that's pixels per inch that you're thinking of. In which case, yes, I believe that is kind of what we're talking about. Yes. God, for PC is 200. Like, I get we're in the era where, like, terabyte hard drives are relatively cheap, all things considered. But, like, it shouldn't be an invitation to be like, yeah, put the full model into it. And in modern day context, it became a medium in and of itself and became an aesthetic, simply or similar to using charcoal or watercolor paintings. Very good point, Termin. A very, very solid observation. Man, I remember having to learn charcoal. Charcoal, Brian will understand this. Charcoal as a left-handed person sucks. I mean, it's not great for anybody, especially when you're doing life drawing. But I swear, charcoal is not designed with a left-handed thought in mind. Because you're just like... I mean, hold on, we'll turn on the hand cam. Like, this would be like basically what your hand looks like after you're done like a life drawing class. You know what I mean? Like, this is just charcoal. And you're just like, what happened? Oh yeah, I'm left-handed. Oh yeah, Brian, like, after life drawing classes, if you didn't have to rush to class, the next class right away, it was normally you went to one of the bathrooms to go wash your hands. Or, I know that some of us were just like, pfft, pfft. How's charcoal any different to the left hand? How to say, liar, at least for me specifically, I don't know if this is for everybody, like, I draw left-handed, but I draw the way that right-handed people draw in a very, like, left-to-right sort of way. Just through mimicry as, like, a kid. So because of that, even with charcoal drawings, I tend to draw from left to right. Like, life drawing, obviously, there's a bit more fluidity to it, but there's still, at least in my head, there's a lot of gently moving from one side of the page to the other. So you're just, you know, I just had it on there. You're just doing a lot of this. Whereas if you're right-handed, there's a lot of this, you know, you're moving away from it. Whereas with left-handed, you're doing a lot of this. So you're putting down a fresh coat of material, and then you're rubbing your hands all over it. Oop, just punched my microphone. Shh, it's okay. I'm sorry that I hit you. I have a very abusive relationship with my microphone. As I'm sure everybody can tell by that comment that I just made. Just like, no, shh, it's okay. It's okay, I'm sorry. Wouldn't it be the same issue for right-handed but mirrored? In what regard, liar? Sorry, I'm having trouble visualizing it. Explain it to me like I'm 5. We went back from being able to put 4 games on high tier on an Xbox 360 to having the whole library on the high library on a single drive to only 4 games on the drive in the span of 10 years. Yeah, we got wobbly. Ooh, Termin. So I've beaten 1 and 2. I think you can see the good luck charm to my top right there. Because every game that we've beaten, there's a little bit of... Sorry, I almost punched down my box wall here. We have a little memento. Hold on, I'll actually hide the Cintiq for a second. There. So we have, like, the hourglass from Sands of Time. The very first game we ever beat was Alpha Protocol, which I had a little character for chat. So the picture is actually the last safe house in Alpha Protocol before the end of the game. The leaf is from Night in the Woods. The frog is from Green Hell. The glitter is from Little Misfortune. The holocron is from Jedi Fallen Order. Underneath of my little Benjamin Toast, or sorry, to my Sleepy Bread, is the ice pick from the new Lara Croft games. Which what was that? Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Fall of the Tomb Raider? I think the last one's Fall of the Tomb Raider. The sword, or the leaf sword on the corner, is from Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. Behind it is the ghost from The Past Within. Behind me, there is the switch axe that I used for Monster Hunter Rise. The paper just to my side here is from us beating both of the Mirror's Edge games. Again, the Kingdom Hearts. At the very top, you can see a piece of, what is his name, B17? Or B20? Yeah, I think it's B... I don't remember if it's B17. I'm having a hiccup. From Titanfall 2, the scarf over yonder. I hope I'm looking at the right spots. Over yonder is from Rime, R-I-M-E, which was a puzzle game. And then the sword in the bottom left is from us beating Pray for the Gods. And to ramble on and answer your question, it's not immediately in the cards to go after the next Kingdom Hearts games, but I probably will get to them at some point. When you have the same... Hold on. It's not like the paper you're working on is asymmetrical. Liar, I'm so sorry. I cannot picture exactly what you're explaining. I'm so sorry. Oh, one more one. I forgot. In the bottom left of the table, you can see one of the credit chips from Dead Space, which we totally beat, absolutely beat on stream. Everyone saw it, totally beat it. Thumbs up. But yeah, at the moment, it's not a, it's not on the list because I have a couple of other things that I'm playing at the moment, but we'll probably get to it at some point. I'm very hesitant about Kingdom Hearts 3 because I've never played it, but I have a bunch of friends who are big Kingdom Hearts fans, and they were a little bit like, they had mixed feelings about it, so I'm a little bit like, eh. And did you just add the good luck charm from Kingdom? Yeah, that's the one right there. I hope I'm looking at it correctly. It's just to simplify, or it's just a simplification that we beat both of the Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. That's what it symbolizes specifically. Because sometimes, as an artist, you get a little bit lazy, you know? And you're just like, well, I mean, I could come up with two things to represent Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. But I could also just make the good luck charm and it hits, you know, it hits both the games. Hold on. This is why I was in, when I was in school, my wrist always hurt because doodles. Because you're doodling up a storm and you're slowly destroying your wrist. And Birth by Sleep is a lot of fun. I don't know which other... I have one on the 3DS, and I don't remember which one it is. It's not Chain of Mem... You know what? The games are right behind me. I can just go look really quickly. One moment. Where is that pile of games? Where are ya? Is that you? No. Is that you? No. Hang on, chat. I'll find it. Or maybe I won't? Uh-oh. Dream Drop Distance. That's the one that I have. I am left-handed. Oh no, everybody left-handed up in here. Let's go, boys. Shout out to all my left-handed homies. And yeah, it was Dream Drop Distance. I always forget that Kyrie gives it to you in Kingdom Hearts 1. But it becomes a Keyblade. I mean, technically, it does become a Keyblade in Kingdom Hearts 1 because you get the Oath Keeper from the, you get it from the key thing. And I just remember, man, that scene. Apologies to anybody who hasn't played Kingdom Hearts. There's going to be some light spoilers. That scene near the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, when Kyrie gives you the good luck charm and does the, it's my lucky charm, be sure to give it back to me. And you kind of have that moment of just like, oh, this is a nice little thing. And then you get to the end of the game and that scene happens. With the, I'm always with you too. I'll come back for you. I promise. I know you will. Fingers break apart. Cue the music. In my brain, it was always like, we still have the lucky charm. And then spoilers for Kingdom Hearts 2. It ends with you going back to Destiny Island and Sora reaching into his pocket and taking out the luck charm and says we're back. And Kyrie reaches out her hand and says, welcome home. And it ends with him putting his hand in hers, giving her the good luck charm back. And it's such a, like, I'm such a sucker for stuff like that. Just that moment of just like, oh my God, it took us like the ending of one game to before the ending of one game to the ending of the next game, depending on your order of things, to give this thing back. And it's just such a, it's such a nice moment. It's such a beautiful moment. And Taryn, thank you so much for the follow. That's very appreciated. It's been a minute since I played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. And like actually listen to the story. I used to really as randomizer. That sounds like an interesting time. Says they'll give it back later. That's code for I'm gonna die horribly in this. And this is to get you invested in me. Except for Stitches, in this case, Kyrie doesn't die. It's just, how to say, in this situation, it's like, what am I trying to think of here? It's the moment when the barrier raises and you can't reach each other anymore. That kind of idea. You know what I mean? The plot force field raises and goes, no, you can't see them yet. And you're like, but I promised to give this back to them. And the game is like, that's a shame. Like the Peacekeepers in the elevator having the first and only human conversation in the entire... Which one is that specifically, Stitches? For which game? All the chests are randomized, enemies are randomized, bosses are randomized, abilities. Ability unlocks are randomized. Drive forms are randomized. This is a lot of fun. That sounds chaotic in a very fascinating way. Just like, okay, what did we unlock? Oh, we unlocked a thing that we basically can't, like if it's one of the abilities, it's like, yeah, you can't use that yet because it literally requires more mana than you could actually conjure right now. And it's like, ugh. The one I stomped around. Oh, don't get me wrong, Stitches. I remember, but I forgot about the fact that You know, sometimes you block out when games have a roughness to them. You're like, oh, I wanted that to be good. As to not smudge my work, I turn my wrist 90 degrees. Oh! So, just so I'm clear, man, hand cam is so helpful right now. Were you drawing like this then? Dill Pickles? Or Dill Pickle, rather? Like, instead of drawing like so, you were drawing kind of like that? To be like, no, I can't smudge if I'm drawing from above. Or were you drawing like this, where you're drawing this way? Like, where you're drawing above your wrist? That's free carpal tunnel if I ever saw it. Look, Mang. When something's free, you take it. You don't ask questions. You just got that like, well, don't mind if I do. You know? Okay, hold on. Based on the fact that we're doing what we're doing right now, we're going back to the dang work. But the goal is to get 3 proofs, which is in randomized locations. World unlocks require certain items that have been required before you can go to the second visit. Oh, wait. So are you saying that you can soft lock yourself, Tarum? For the times I work with charcoal or sometimes similar, I usually have to hover my hand above the page. Well, liar. You see, look. No, this requires hand gestures. We're putting the hand cam back on. Look, liar. This is where the average Joe is in terms of intellect, okay? We're going to do it this way. This is where the average Joe is in terms of intellect. Then, like, there's, like, the really smart people that are, like, here. And then there's you. All right? Not all of us can reach that level. Not all of us can be divine beings that are conduits of the spiritual essences that is intellect and creativity. Some of us are silly little monkeys who hit rocks together until until things work. What I'm saying is, liar, that's really smart, and I wish that I had thought of doing that, but instead I just barreled through it. That's what I'm saying. Well, actually, what I'm really saying is,
She's the queen of the harpies.
No, I'm
queen of the
not.
harpies.
No, I'm not.
Here's your crown, your majesty.
Get away.
softlock prevention was a major issue with. I mean, that makes sense, Stitches. Absolutely. Bosses also drop randomized things, and the super bosses also have randomized drops, so you could quite literally can have a run that puts you at level 1 fighting the hardest boss in the game. First boss, Sephiroth. Oh, great. I'm not blaming you for not doing that because it's really tiring on your hand. One of the reasons I don't use charcoal. No, for real. For sure, liar. I'm being a derp. That's the summary. And have a good night, Brian. Thank you so much for stopping by. Alright. So, I need that as we start our first pose. Now, a part of me is worried that this pose doesn't work. I might have to stick a pose in between. You made yourself a dabber, I see. Absolutely, Triox. As an individual who perpetually goes to bingo halls, I need that dabber, you know? So I can just be like, bingo. What software is this? I think I want to have a look for myself. It is called, hold on, I'll type it in chat. There you go. Well, thanks, liar. If I had just paused for a second longer, I would have had coolest art gal just ready with the answer. And now I'm just looking like a fool. Why am I being sassy with liar today specifically? I don't know why I'm doing this. Just gonna hit this one because I just want to hear it.
Don't you talk to me about my hair. I just want a breakfast that makes me hate myself.
Better be quick or I'll type it before you will. The liar. I'm not fast. I'm the opposite of fast. You can even randomize strength and magic item or magic levels. I want to run them again, but alas, I'm unable to at the moment. First of all, that sounds insane. 2, that sounds horrifying. 3, that sounds hilarious. And 4, I'm sorry to hear that you can't do it at the moment. Don't talk about, no, you're fine. No worries. Oh yeah, this is going to be weird for you guys because the onion skinning is not in the preview. I should get some sleep well. Artificer, please have yourself a good night. Okay, so it's 1 pixel over. So we're basically doing... What is the... Okay, there is a swap between the two, which is very, very nice. We're gonna have it like that. That'll be the foot. Wah. Wah. Smearing actually works pretty well in pixels. As long as the beginning and end are smoothed out with... Man, I haven't done smearing in so long. There was only one time in my animation gerb that I had to be mentally, how to say, like, remember to do smearing. And you know, I'm glad that that job is no longer a thing. I mean, the smears, you could get some incredible images out of. Like, just the characters being the most derp looking goobers. But wonderful. My body is trying to kill me, but hanging here is good. Dill Pickle, you better be taking care of yourself. Do I need to redeem hydrate for everybody in chat right now? As I sip my ice cold tea that really needs to get warmed up. Actually, I think I'm gonna do it this way. I think this will actually work. I think I'm actually okay with this. And I'm just gonna be the laziest heckin' boy. And do it this way. No, it's gonna be a little bit wrong. I need this to be more like that. Yeah. Hydration is not enough to fix me. No! Also, we need to take a tiny little break if you guys can. They're able to. You get up and stretch, grab yourself, something, grab yourself, something, because you can take care of yourself. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that the ads were coming up, and now it's too late for me to snooze it. I'll be back soon. 3 minutes. Bye! Sorry about that. Took a little bit longer than expected, but we are, in fact, back. It is time for more arts. Yeah, this one's going to probably take a bit longer because it's a different pose. Though some of the poses actually going to be similar. So I don't think it's going to be too bad. Like, a part of me wants to take the pose or some of the shape from the original here. Draw over it, pull it this way, and then adjust accordingly just to save myself some time. Sorry, I got a crazy little itch. Like, right here. There we go. All right, I think I got it. Swear to God, if a little bit of drywall fell out, drywall fell out of my ear, it would, or out of my hair, it would have been like, yeah, that's not surprising. I'll be cranky about it, but I'll accept it. Why is there dry on ear? Not ear, hair. I meant to say hair. It slipped out of my brain improperly, liar. But why is it potentially in my hair? Because when I was at my parents' place, we did a bunch of drywalling, and at one point we couldn't get the one piece off, so we had to hammer away at it with a hammer, and we were standing underneath of it, so it just went. It was great. I loved it. That was not the correct button. Brain is indeed soup. I've been saying that for years. There we go. I think that looks a little bit better in terms of the pose. Okay, the general compression of the body is the same. It's just differently shaped. How to approach this properly? Oh, maybe I shouldn't put my hand over my mouth. It makes it look like I'm like... Wait, is it doing that? It's making it look like I'm being pouty. Like, Well, stop looking at your... I can't even finish the thought because brain has decided I no longer have thoughts. Head empty, no thoughts. Oh, I think in this case, the knees will kind of have to come together. Because otherwise, I'm going to have a thigh gap, and I don't know how to feel about my character having a thigh gap. Is it unreasonable for me to be like, I don't want my character to have a thigh gap? Who knows? My character at the end of the day, so bleh. Oh, also wait, no, let's not do that yet. Let's actually put down the color there. there. And then we take this orange. Because it looks like the way that they're doing it is... they make it mostly tilted in one direction. So it's got kind of a wind up to it. The knee has been raised. The foot is slightly tilted. And then it snaps into position. Pow! Pow! I think I'm starting to get my frickin' animator brain again. You know, what the hell, Bill? Why do you have drywall in here? Everyone knows you meant to say eat the drywall dust. Now listen to it. Sir, what I consume in my spare time is completely my business. And I'll have you know that it's none of yours. So why don't you on out of here? I don't know if Lunadia is still here, but this is my test. I should have more of these, specifically ones that certain people either really like or don't like, and just every now and then be like, I wonder if they're here right now. Just play the sound, see what happens. Be like, let's see if Blue Pixels is here right now. See if we get a message in chat. It's too small. That's the issue. The slipper size needs to increase a little bit. Hold on, sorry, I'm suddenly captivated by trying to figure out how to do this properly. Is this the whole issue? Just the fact that this is just out a little bit too far? Apologies, chat. I will get back to reading your lovely messages in a moment. Sorry, trying to visualize it now. I think that's it. No, we'll keep it to that for now. Contemplate the weight of gravity. Well, I felt it, if nothing else. Contemplate the weight of your mama. Oh, wait, I have a sound for this. Fucking died. You fucking got me, mate. I think I went from Really bad British to really bad Aussie there for a second. He called me lovely. Yes, yes, Stitches, you're very lovely. Which then means that I was not hitting the right button there. So there's the leg part, but she's crunched. So the hoodie should be already kind of there. But she's already going down, so the hoodie should be curled up slightly because of the downwards movement. Me needing to walk myself through my own reference to kind of be like, all right, hold on, how does this work? How are we putting these pieces together? Always forget to change the thing back. Now, I do want to actually go here. Is there a... There is a magic wand. Yes. Okay. I'm going to copy this and paste it. No longer select. We're going to specific... Well, I learned what that button does now. The human body is extremely confusing when you start doing anything with it. Amen to that, dill pickle. Amen to that. We compress it just a little bit, and it would be right. Why are you being like this? Stop. Oh, I see. You gotta kind of do it correctly the first go or it gets upset with you. Should be about-ish right there. I forgot about the compression part. Heck, I forgot about the depression part. No, it's still wrong. I think the length is still fine. It's just where it starts that is the issue. It starts about here. It needs to be a little bit lower. Probably about there. Especially when I do vectors. I still believe in you, Dill Pickle. You still got this, gosh dang it. The way they're doing it in here, though, they're making it a lot deeper of a shadow, which I think I understand their reasoning for. I don't like this, though. Let's reduce that by just a hair. Increase it here. Do it a little bit earlier. Keep that like that. No, keep it till about there-ish. Go back, grab this, because right now, I think it's more... Like so. So it's a little bit more forward in that regard. Which means it actually should quit earlier too. I don't do art because I want to. I do it because I must. No! I hope that there's at least some joy that you do from the art. I hope that there are some art projects that you have that are like, yeah, I do this for fun. Okay, I know what I need to do here. This needs to bend a little bit more. Yes. Do music production, and I need art for things like my website and album covers. Do you enjoy making the music at least, I hope? Me just trying to find one thing like, come on man, I know that there's something in there that is enjoyable for you. Yes, I like the music. That is what I love doing. Hell yeah. Okay, and then from there, we need to figure out our hair, which is going to be its own little adventure. But we do have the magic brush, or the magic gather everything up button. You are really difficult to work with. Fine, I'll do it by hand. Since you're fighting me so much. Copy. Paste. We're gonna make a second layer here. I'm gonna put it under. How do I adjust? What goes where? Oh, that's out. Oh, that's copying. That's not what I wanted. I don't want to copy. I just want to move it. Well, time to Google. Lots of Googling going to be happening today as I desperately try to figure out how things work. Move layers. How do I move layers up and down the stack? Click the layer you want. Wait, hold on. Click the layer you want. Oh, okay. Got it. Figured it out. Odd little approach to things, but we made it work. Back to my references. Man, this is one of those moments where I wish I had a third monitor. Just so that I could have reference on there so that I didn't have to keep alt-tabbing and moving things away. And being like, no, it's got to be a little bit more like this. Oh, I see what's happening right now. There. And we're going to crush it slightly. And we're going to rotate it. And we're going to put it right there. Novak, thank you very much for the hydrate. I do the things now. Enjoy your drawing. I'm excited to see the project complete. Thank you, Stitches. Please have yourself a good night. And Vec, again, thank you for the hydrate. I hope that you're doing well. So we start with, oh, I see what happened there. And we grab these. And we keep doing our little trick that we were doing before. But this time, we're going to do it a little bit differently. This now goes like that, which doesn't perfectly work, but we can fix it accordingly. That's fine. We tap a little bit of the darker colors into there. Tap those away. I think we're gonna pull those out. Let's see how that looks between the two. I think this needs to actually stand upwards just a little bit more. Ooh, that thing gets crunchy if you do it that way. All right, we'll do it by hand then. So we'll instead do it like so. This can all be removed. Grab the dark. Don't even need as much of it. So. Sorry. I'm making sure that it looks correct. I think this bad boy. First of all, these need to merge down. Need to rename you again. Oh my god. Liar, you fucking get it. Hold on. Hold on. We've got this. I don't know if I can synchronize these properly, but we're going to try. Did I do it? Did I do the funny ha-has? Let's make sure we're actually on the right layer here, first of all. Funny haha. Thank you, Devek. And also congratulations on the 3. Let's go, baby. No, don't like that. Let's just do it like that. That does mean... Dang it. Brush. That might be a little bit too strong. Also makes it look like it rolls off the leg a little bit more, which is nice. Now let's see how that looks. Hit the wrong button. There we go. Perfect. I actually got my timings down a little bit more. I forgot that there's a little bit of a delay. We do need to thin this a tad because it doesn't quite make sense that it's doing the way that it's doing. I think it also doesn't make all the sense in the world that this is not like there. Basically what I'm saying is it's just a tad bit too straight. It feels weird. Here's the fun part that nobody really tells you about animating. There is so much of this and you're gonna do that a lot just to be like, okay, wait. Is this looking right? Is this looking right? think I know what the issue is. I think I know what I don't like, and it's gonna kind of suck to have to fix it, but it's actually not that bad. And I feel like if we take this, we just move it one to the side. Like that. Move the hand up. Just one. That's the real issue here. This should be covered up more because it should be a thicker chunk like that. And this means that this needs to thin out and that needs to thin out. Heck, this probably doesn't even need to be there. Which means this, if we just darken it a little bit, we can add a little bit more texture here to help kind of flesh out the idea. For starters, let's undo that just so that we see that we did. Once more, just do it this way. Oh, I'm accidentally erasing. That's the sitch. Got it. It's wrapped, but it's not quite. Is it possible to animate a PNG or a JPEG? It's possible to animate in the sense of that you can put PNGs and JPEGs into a sequence that will give the illusion of movement. Because that's what I'm doing at the moment. All of these are just going to be a bunch of PNGs that are going to turn into a pose. Also, what I'm realizing, and hello Herb, how are you? What I'm realizing is this actually needs to go further down the way. That's what I'm doing wrong here. Wrong's not quite the correct word either. I'm just trying stuff. Okay, if we do this, and then snap, This is a choke slam gift. No, it's a dab. Or should I say? This is how we live our life now. Okay, I think I know what the issue is. I think I'm finally seeing the problem. And when you find a problem, that means you can find a solution. The arm is just... not quite long enough. Because this dab is turning us. So the length of the item or the arm should decrease from the perspective of sight because we're turning. Which I'm now putting together. And now just need to execute properly. How are you, by the way, Herb? I hope that you're doing well. Sorry, I'm trying to be an animator at the moment. It's awful. Is there a measurement tool here at all? Zoom, eyedropper, blur, contour, line. I can do a line on a separate layer, actually. I'm alive, which I'm particularly thankful for, as the oven caught fire at work today. Oh! Goddamn, dude! I'm sorry to hear, and I hope that you're doing okay. Wait, they're not playing the game they said they were going to. Sorry, I had to alt tab for a second to look at something. Let's make a new layer really quick. And just use black. That's how long it is. Now I want to take that, copy it, put it here. And then move it over here. Or we don't. That's fine too. Yeah, that's the problem. Really know if there's a way that I can fix it though, besides maybe doing this. Let's turn off onion skinning for a second. Oh, I'm gonna try to not look at the rest of the frickin' PNGs because I'm all of a sudden seeing like, oh, there is so much I still need to do. Oh, lordy. Alright, well. We're gonna keep working on our one pose. I'm gonna probably keep working on this. Off stream as well, if I can find the motivation for it. And that onion skinning definitely needs to come back on again. Backhand though is gonna be difficult, because if I'm seeing this correctly, they basically just have it like this. I think I'm seeing that already a little bit incorrectly, but that's okay. And then the darker version, which is just that, but with the lighting. Okay, and that's too dark. Just needs to be a little bit darker. Dang it. Now we're going to keep that, and then it's... That should be like that. And then we give, just in case Oops, I've got the wrong color. Give just the lightest touch here of some of the dark color. A little bit of an edge there. Just give this the shadow line that it deserves, like so. We should also be giving this the line here. Oh, that's the wrong button. This hair doesn't make sense. Hello, not the big boss. How are you? How was your travelings? Gonna keep that there. Doing well. It's not the big boss is currently under the weather, so I'm leaving her to sleep well before I do. So my snoring won't wake her up. A true husband. Well done, you absolutely wonderful human being. Let that gal sleep. I think what the biggest issue is I need you to just move one fragment to the side too. Is this a new aim? It's the attempt at one, yes. It's gonna be a long while before it's done yet, but gonna try my dangdest. I feel like this could actually go a little bit further as well. Actually, no, it should probably go the other way. It should be like that. Actually, we're just gonna go back to what it was. I think the original worked fine. Hell yeah, congratulations on the 3. Okay, so it does the actual action twice. This, like the ruffling action twice, and then it settles into a full stop. Okay, I think I can do that. It's gonna be a lot of freaking work. However, this is where we are gonna be done for the night. Because I am very, very drowsy. And I'm a little bit bleh right now. So we are going to go ahead and raid Avatar because he is currently collabing with the Lady Lunity, and we got to do that. I found out yesterday the weather is way colder near water than land. That is correct, Nat the Big Boss. A most unfortunate reality for certain individuals. And yes, I know, I'm sorry that you just got here. But as you can tell, I'm very yawny, and I wasn't originally going to stream today, and then I was, and then I wasn't, and then I flip-flopped back and forth. There was a whole thing. So instead, I'm deciding to just accept the fact that we do the contractually obligated 3 hours. There's my socials if anybody is interested at all. Like I said, we are going to raid Avatar. If you guys don't know who Avatar is, he is a lovely Lamia sorcerer VTuber who plays a variety of games and is currently playing, or is currently collabing with the lovely Lady Lunity, who is a moon cat spirit. Yes. All right, everybody. If you are subscribed, please use the top right message. If you are not subscribed, please use the bottom right message. We are going to go over and support, since they are streaming together. It doesn't matter who we raid, because at the end of the day, we will still be supporting them, which is very nice. I like that a lot. So everybody, apologies for kind of the abrupt stop, but I need to go and function. I don't know how, but I'm going to figure it out. So, in the meantime, thank you everyone for sticking around. Whether you were chatting, whether you were looking, whether you just popped in and out for a second, know that you were super appreciated. Hope you guys are having a great day, afternoon, evening, or night, whatever time it happened to be for you. Hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. I hope that you're drinking plenty of water. And when you finally do sleep, whatever time it have to be for you, I hope that you have a very restful sleep. I will see you guys over at Avatars, and I will probably be streaming again tomorrow and the day afterwards and the day afterwards. If not, I'll let you guys know. But until then, bye-bye for now.